Good evening, gorgeous ladies, goddesses, people, souls. I hope you've had a fabulous week and that you have survived the rains and the winds. And so tonight I'm going to get kind of straight into it. And this is just a beautiful midweek meditation to just recenter yourself, just to connect in, like always, acknowledging feelings, acknowledging what you are holding on to. Hey Jacob, hey Jeannie, hello, thank you for coming on. All right, so I'm going to just get straight into it. And so I want you to settle into where you are. So settling into your body, just noticing the breath. And just allow yourself to release the day. Release the conversations. Release the expectations. And in this moment, just honor all of the things that you did do today. All the things that you accomplished. And it's those small things. Because there are so many of these small things that we accomplish. Just small things in our lives that make a huge difference. So honor yourself. Give yourself thanks for accomplishing whatever it is you accomplished today. It's important to meet yourself where you are every day, every moment of the day. And this is the beautiful practice of conscious living, of checking in on yourself to see what is weighing you down. What are you holding? What are you carrying that you don't need to? Most of the stuff's not even ours. So just surrender it over. Place it into a bubble and just kind of flick it away. Ask consciousness or the cosmos to deal with it, to turn it around. And just breathe into your body, giving it life. Bringing in that beautiful, divine, healing energy with the breath. Follow it in through the nose, down the back of your throat, filling up your lungs, filling up your belly. And this energy may have a color or a sensation or nothing at all. It doesn't matter. Just consciously bring this beautiful healing energy into your body and allow it to disperse throughout your whole inner world. Across your shoulders, down to your hands, down and around your torso, your pelvic area, down each leg to the soles of your feet. That this beautiful energy that you're bringing in reaches every cell in your body, activating them, harmonizing them. And in this action alone, you're allowing your body to align to its own perfect harmony, frequency, vibration. Bringing that breath all the way in. And on your exhalations, just relax deeper into yourself. Relaxing your muscles, dropping your tongue down to the bottom of your mouth, which just relaxes the jaw. And just allow the stress and the tension to be released from the body as you relax your whole body. Knowing that you are fully supported spiritually and physically. And this is a beautiful opportunity to just tap out for a while from the distractions, from the external world, and just check in on the self. Trusting your body's divine wisdom as to what needs to be released, what needs to be received. And just enjoy the magic. Notice your breath becoming slower and deeper. As you go further and further inwards. And in this beautiful state of truly being, allow yourself to imagine that you are standing on the path of a sunlit woodland at the foot of a beautiful mountain. And just use all of your senses to connect with this image. You look down at your feet to see what kind of shoes you are wearing, if any at all. The clothes you are wearing and how they feel on your body. Are they tight? Are they loose? Are you comfortable? And you look up at the blue sky. The clouds gently crossing the sky. Feel the warmth of the sun on your face, on your shoulders, on your whole body. And you sense a gentle breeze ruffling your hair, ruffling your clothes. You stretch out your hand to touch something around you. It could be the rough bark of a tree, or the softness of a flower or blade of grass. And smell the scent in the air. Is it gum? Is it pine? Is it water? Is it flowers? And you hear the buzzing of the insects, the rustling of the trees, and there may even be a stream around here somewhere. You can hear water trickling. The birds are in full swing with their gorgeous music, in tune with the insects, like a beautiful symphony happening all around you. And as you are fully immersed now in this beautiful vision, in this woodland, you start to walk along the path in front of you, seeing the beautiful trees and shrubs and flowers all around you. As the path begins to take you upwards, soaking it all in. As you are walking, you feel that the path is becoming more narrow, and the woodland is becoming thicker and a bit more dark. And then you suddenly realize that you are carrying a very heavy bag. And so you take a moment to stop and you take the bag off to examine the contents inside. You see that this bag that you have taken off is labelled fear. And when you look inside this bag, you can see or sense all of those images of all of those things which make you fearful. One by one, you see them in the bag. And then you have the realization that you don't have to carry this heavy burden of fear around with you anymore. And so you decide to keep it off and just leave it here beside this woodland path. And you keep on moving forward, knowing that if you really need any of these fears, you can choose to pick any of them up from this bag on your way back down the mountain. And now you continue to stride on up the path, through the thickest part of the woods. The trees start to become thinner, and the sun shines down through the trees and warms you as you climb further. The path becomes more and more steep, and then you realize that you are carrying other heavy bags on your back. You go a little bit further and then decide that it's time to examine one of the other bags that you have decided to bring along with you on this walk. And so you take off the bag that is labelled anger. Looking inside this bag, you see or sense images of people, places, or situations that frequently trigger angry emotions in you. And again, as you look at them one by one, you realize that you can choose not to react to these triggers anymore. You can leave all of your anger inside this bag. And so you place it down and leave it beside the woodland path. For such emotions are no longer appropriate for you on this journey that we are taking. And again, just know that you can pick them up later if you wish. You continue climbing, and now you are above the trees. The sun is getting hotter and hotter, and you eagerly take off one of the other bags and look inside it. This bag that you have swung off your shoulder is labelled guilt. And inside it you find images of all of those times that you have felt guilty, jealous, resentful, begrudging, or possessive. One by one they show themselves. And again, you realize that you can choose to let go of those feelings. And so you put down this bag and leave it beside the path. You're feeling much lighter now as you continue your journey forward. Although you know that if you wish, you can pick up any of these feelings again on your way back down the mountain. Higher and higher you climb. Now you are almost at the top of this mountain. But the way up is really steep now. And you have another bag that is becoming very, very heavy. You decide to stop and pause for a moment and take it off. And you see that this bag is labelled worry. Again, you open up this bag and take a peek inside, and you notice that you can see or sense all of those things that you worry about, that you have burdened yourself and taken on as your own. They're all scrambling inside this bag. The thoughts that have kept you awake at night, the judgments, the prejudices, and the attitudes that have held you back. They're all inside this bag, tangled together in a great heap. And so, with a feeling of great relief, you realize that you can also leave all of these worries that are bundled up inside this bag and leave it beside the path for now. Just knowing that if any of these worries are absolutely necessary, you can choose to pick them up again on your way back down. And so now you have just a little way to go, and the path has become dangerously narrow and so steep that you're having to scramble up the rocks. One foot in front of the other, being extremely careful that you do not slip. And this last bag that is on your back now has become too cumbersome and too heavy to continue forward with. And so you take it off and you gratefully put it on the ground. You notice that this bag is labelled hatred. And when you look inside this bag, you are so surprised to find any images of such a strong emotion. Yet, if you are truly honest with yourself, and in the darkest recesses of your mind, there are people and incidences that have triggered this feeling in you. But again, now you can release this negative emotion for now by leaving this bag, just like all the others, on the side of the path. You now feel so light that the path forward is easy. You have the sun shining beautifully on you and around you. The birds are tweeting. The breeze is keeping you nice and cool. So one foot in front of the other, on this easy path, you now find yourself at the top of this beautiful mountain. And as you stand there, taking it all in, how far can you see? And again, really use all of your senses to connect yourself with the view in front of you. You're in awe of Mother Nature. The streams of sunlight that are shining down on you and around you, you notice become beautiful beams of rainbow-colored light. And you stand there with your eyes closed, your arms open wide in this beautiful stance of receiving. And you feel your whole body and your whole energy field suffused with glorious color. The beautiful bright red, the orange of a winter's fire, sunshine yellow, beautiful spring green, fresh sky blue, a deep indigo colour, and violet colour. And as you are being bathed in these beautiful prisms of colours, you can feel each layer of your aura, each chakra being cleansed of all negativity, all negative energies, all negative emotions, as you stand there in all of this gloriousness. And this is leaving you feel so peaceful, yet refreshed, and so grateful to be so vibrantly alive right now, being witness to this, being present to this. As you're in this glorious state of receiving right now. And I want you just to spend some time here, allowing each chakra to be cleared and cleansed and activated. For each layer of your aura to be realigned in perfect harmony with the chakras, with your systems, as you feel completely connected to self, connected to the forest and the mountain that you are in and on, and allow this energy to radiate past your body, past the mountains, allow your energy to reach the very cosmos and take it all in. Be in such a state of receiving that you enter a divine state of bliss. And as you are standing there, becoming fully charged up and energized by these beautiful colors, you now take a beautiful deep breath in and open up your eyes, coming back to that beautiful vista in front of you, the mountains, any water, noticing the birds again, and the rainbow light starts to recede. And you notice that so much time has gone past. And you realize it is now time to start to head back down the mountain from where you came. And so before you head off, you take this moment to be truly grateful for yourself, for making the effort to climb up this mountain. You give gratitude to Mother Nature for all of this gloriousness that she has provided you with, that has energized you, refocused you, realigned you. And after you have given your thanks, you start to now make your way back down the mountain. You are walking along and you come across that very last bag that you left beside the path. And you have a look at it and you realize that you don't need to pick up any of the negative emotions anymore. And as you look at that bag that you last left, instead of finding the word hatred on the bag, the label now reads love. And so you decide that you're going to pick this bag up. And you find that it is as light as a feather. You sling it over one shoulder and happily begin your journey back down the hill. Moving further and further down the path, you come across that next bag that you left. And you find that on this bag, the label worry, has been replaced with the word joy. And you want joy in your life. And so you pick this bag up and you find that this one too is as light as a feather. Feeling so excited now, you begin to walk more quickly down the mountain and you reach the next bag you left behind. And the label from this bag has changed from guilt to freedom. And you want freedom. Oh, yes, you do. So you swing this bag easily onto your shoulder and move even more quickly down the pathway. And as you reach that next bag, again, you see the label of anger has been replaced to peace. Without even thinking about it, you pick this bag up so quickly. And now you begin to run down the path, hearing the birds scatter, feeling the support of earth underneath you, supporting you. And you finally come to that very first bag that you put down, which had been labelled fear. You find that this bag is now full of trust. You happily pick this bag up too and carry it so lightly with all the rest of the bags. And you reach now the bottom of the mountain where you first began. And you have a look around you with a new appreciation and awe of the beauty surrounding you. The colours are so much brighter. The warmth in the sunlight tingles on your skin. You smell the delicious scents that are being carried in the breeze around you. The birds sound even more sweet. You can even hear the insects' melody. You notice that over to one side there is a little clearing with beautiful lush green grass. And so you wander over there. You sit down on the grass and then you spread out all of those bags that you have collected and brought back down from the mountain. One by one, you read them. You have full bags of love, of joy, of freedom and peace and trust. And as you open each and every one of them, they are all full. And yet they weigh hardly anything at all. And as you sit there contemplating all of the love in your life, all the joyous things that you can do, feeling the freedom when you know that you have the ability to choose and to choose again and to choose again. The freedom. You feel the peace. You remember how to bring peace into your life, what to avoid, and what to do. And trust. Reminding yourself that when you fully surrender, you let go of the reins and trust divine consciousness, trust divine timing, trust that there is a bigger picture that you only know a tiny wee bit about. Trust that the universe is playing the game with your love and joy, freedom, peace, and trust in the forefront of its mind. You realize that you get to choose. You get to choose your emotions. You get to choose your reactions and reactions. You get to choose to release any negative emotions in your life. And then you can fill that empty space with all of these divine feelings. The love, the joy, the peace, the freedom and trust. And so many other positive emotions and feelings from now on. And that these feelings will allow you to move lightly and quickly through life with grace and with ease. You get to go with the flow. And as you just take a moment here to relish in your power to choose, your power to release, your power to choose again. Taking a beautiful deep breath in and really anchoring in these learnings and this new awareness. For when this meditation finishes, you get to carry all of these learnings with you into the big, wide, real world. Remembering that you get to choose, and that's where your power is. That's where peace is. That's where freedom is. Decide what you are going to bring into your world and choose you. And take a moment here to thank yourself for this awareness. And give yourself the opportunities to take action, to continue to bring these beautiful positive emotions into your life. Acknowledging that we have negative emotions sometimes, but we get to choose whether they are going to consume us or not. Feel the feels, release it, and choose again. And as this journey draws to a close, you can feel the sun starting its downward journey to its setting. And so you pick up these feather light bags full of this glorious emotions and mindset. You swing them over onto your shoulders. And you start to head back. And just before you go through the portal to come back to your physical body, there is an archway. And on top of this archway is a beautiful message. Could be a statement or a word. And just take note. And as you step through that archway, you feel the awareness begins to slowly return to your body. You feel the heaviness and the weight of your body on the floor or the seat as you start to integrate your mind, body, and spirit once again on the physical realm. Coming back to this time and dimension with all of these new learnings in place. They are running through your whole nervous system. And allow yourself the grace for this to integrate. As you begin now to listen to the sounds of the room, listening to the sounds outside of the room, and start now to become aware of the body, feeling the clothes touching your skin. Knowing that you are now fully in your body in this time and space and dimension. Taking a beautiful deep breath all the way into your belly, anchoring yourself into your physical body. Anchoring yourself here to Mother Earth. Know that you are divinely connected to the very core of Mother Earth through energetic root systems coming out of your feet, spreading deep and wide, feeling her nurturing and her nourishing energy pulsating back into your body. And you may wish to stretch a little bit now, wriggling your fingers, your toes, moving your head from side to side. You may wish to keep your eyes gently closed for now as you just relish in this moment of feeling whole, feeling empowered, relaxed, and yet totally alert. As you now just begin to get ready to open your eyes and to explore the world with all of your magic. Deep blessings to you. Thank you, beautiful souls. I hope this has been a very grounding and empowering, a reminder of the power that you hold in your choices of what you're going to make things mean, how you're going to feel. Just knowing that you don't have to give your power over to someone else making you feel sad or angry, that you get to choose not to take that person's energy on. It's not yours. You don't have to deal with it. We've got enough stuff to deal with. Just continue to be your glorious self. Have an amazing week. Sending you so much love. Big hugs all around. Thank you so much.